Hi everyone, welcome back to DeFi Daily. In this video, we'll talk about Nacho Finance because I have been asked by them to explain to you the latest updates that are coming into the platform and they have just been released. And what we will do together into this video is, yes, understanding how this platform is working and how these new updates are affecting the platforms and what are the opportunities that this is offering to us. But on the other side, what I will try to do also is to explain to you if it is a good idea or not and under which condition it is to invest or not in this kind of protocol. Because obviously it's not for everyone to invest into this kind of protocol. There are some kind of conditions that are good, some other one that is not. And I want to, for real, help you to better understand. And I highly encourage you, even if it's not your favorite platform, even if you are not interested to invest into Nacho, because that's absolutely legit, what I want to invite you is try in any case to understand what's going on into the DeFi space, for example, what they are introducing, because in this case, for example, they are one of the first Tomb Finance fork that is literally evolving from just a protocol that is like a seigniorage that is giving you an insane APY. They are evolving into something else. And even if it's not your favorite one, what I suggest to you is listen to understand what's going on into the DeFi space. Because if you want to become for real a great investor, it's not just a matter of following your favorite project. It's more a matter to have a complete overview on what's going on into the whole industry. Because if you don't have it, it is impossible to you to understand if a certain protocol, if a certain update is good or not. And it's not just about this video, but this is just more as a general advice. Literally, listen as many videos as possible, listen different YouTubers, follow different Twitter channels, and really try to understand what's going on into this industry. Because if you are able to do it, your ability to invest and to find the next gem will increase exponentially. So guys, I'm ready to start, and I want to just suggest if you are new to the channel and if you like what I'm doing to this channel, if you want to be always updated, feel free to subscribe, and remember the best way to sustain me is always leaving a big thumbs up and drop a comment. So let's start immediately. As you can see, this is the new interface of Nacho. And what I'm happy to see is that for at least one time, we have left behind the old interface of Tomb Finance, that maybe it is good for Tomb Finance, but I truly think that the new forks, the new platforms that are coming, they need to have their own identity. And this is something that I appreciate. Here you can find all the different metrics. You can find Nacho that is the equivalent of Tomb, and Share that is the equivalent of T-Share, and Bond that is the equivalent of T-Bond, and so on. I don't want to go really in depth about how Nacho and Share and Bond are working. If you are interested in that, I will leave you a link into the right corner here so you can check it by your own self. What I want to share with you are the updates. And the first one that is pretty interesting is this one, the compound feature. They have introduced their own compounding, let's say, engine that will allow you to deposit your LP token. So you can just add liquidity to the Nacho WETH pair. But what is interesting is that you don't have any more to go, for example, on QuickSwap in order to add liquidity. You can add liquidity directly from the Nacho Finance platform. As you can see, if we click here on provide liquidity, we will be redirected to the feature that is inside the Nacho platform, because what I have added is an AMM with a full availability to add liquidity and to farm. So it's like having a quick swap that is directly integrated into a Tomb Finance fork. And this kind of integration is a native integration. So it means that this protocol has been built from the scratch to be added into this protocol. So you can add here the liquidity, just confirm and obviously sign it with your MetaMask account. And after that, you can go back into the compound feature here, and you can just deposit your LP tokens. And the APY that is paying this kind of LP tokens is pretty high, because we are talking about something 157% when we are talking about Nacho WETH, and around something less than 400% in the moment when we are talking about N-Share Magic. On the other side, there is the full AMM that I was talking and was presenting you a moment ago. As you can see here, you can select the different assets. The amount of assets that are supported right now is the one that you are seeing into my screen, and you can just decide what you want to receive in exchange. One of the most interesting opportunities that we have here into the Nacho Swap platform is this one, is the farming feature, is the feature that is allowing you to, once you have deposited the liquidity through the liquidity that you can find into the menu between a swap and farm, there is the liquidity tag. Just click there and you will have the opportunity to just add liquidity to a certain pool. And what is interesting is this one. As you can see here, WETH Magic is paying you an APR that is 300%. On the other side, WETH USDC is paying another 300%. And just to give you an idea, if we try to compare this APR here with the APR that right now has been paid by QuickSwap, you can see that the difference is enormous, because on QuickSwap the APY is just 17%. Instead of Nacho Finance, right now the APY is for the same LP, so for the same pair, is around 300%. So it really means that the APR that is able to give you the Nacho Finance is something that is 20 times higher than what is able to offer you QuickSwap. So as you can understand, the way that Nacho Finance is working and this new feature, the end swap, is pretty easy. It's nothing too difficult to understand. It's something that we have already seen on other platforms. It's just adding a layer, a user interface that is pretty simple, that at least personally, but that's my personal opinion, I personally like it. And at this point, what we have to understand is, it is a good idea to use Nacho Finance, and under which condition. Because obviously it's not just a matter to follow the APY, and it's not just a matter to say, okay, I have been talking about Nacho Finance, so you have to invest into it. That's not the point. I'm not here to say you and to shield anything. I'm here to help you to better understand what are the dynamics. And I want to start saying that if you're just trying to look for a short-term investment for a hyper speculation, maybe investing in Nacho or N-Share at this point is not the best idea. Maybe in the future it will be. If you are looking for something more a long-term investment, maybe starting to buy right now a N bond or a Nacho or accumulating N-Share, it could be a good idea. And for which reason I'm saying that it could be a good idea? Because what we are seeing by Nacho is that at this point, the protocol is not able to keep the peg. So it means that in the moment when you are staking your N-Share, you are not producing any kind of result. You can obviously use your N-Share to farm, but it's not possible for you to receive the high reward that is typical from all the Tomb Finance forks, for the simple reason that the Nacho token is not able to keep the peg. On the other side, what we are seeing a protocol that is not dying. We are seeing a protocol that is investing a lot for developing new features, and more will come. So what we are seeing is a team that is trying for real to create something that can resist into the long term. So a bet, what I mean with bet is that I'm seeing an opportunity. I'm aware that is a high risk, because everything that is a long term, that is just burning right now, has a higher amount of risk. And with a long-term investment, I'm betting a certain, and usually should be a small allocation of your portfolio. And that could be a good strategy if you are looking for something that it has a team that is working on it, that is still at the beginning. But it's not a good investment if you're just looking for a quick speculation, because right now this Tomb Finance fork is not producing a hyper speculation. It's more for the long run. On the other side, if you are more interested in something that is into the short term, what could be a good opportunity as long as this APR into the, for example, the WETH USD LP farming is still at this level, we are talking about 300%, that could be a good idea just to speculate, because instead of just depositing your same LP on ETH USDC, you can go here on Nacho, depositing the same kind of assets, and you will earn 20 times higher. There are more risks on Nacho than a quick swap. Maybe slightly yes, because Nacho is still a younger platform if we compare to QuickSwap, but the concept is pretty much the same. So if you're interested to use this kind of opportunity, so this kind of pair, so this kind of farm into the Nacho Finance, what you have to do, let's suppose that you are using right now QuickSwap, you have to withdraw your liquidity from QuickSwap, go into Nacho Finance, go to liquidity, add liquidity, and once you have added your liquidity, go back to farm and deposit your LP tokens, and in that moment you will start to earn the 300% of APR. Just remember that the higher the total value locked inside the Nacho Finance will go, also the lower will go the APR, just to give you a whole overview. So keep in mind it and be always ready to manage your liquidity according to your goal. Guys, this is all from Nacho Finance. I hope that this overview helped you to better understand how you can also divide your long-term or short-term investment, because right now a short-term investment into Nacho is much more farming LP tokens, for example, WETH USDC or WETH Magic. On the other side, if you're looking for the long-term, a long-term could be using Nacho and share and so on. Not in the short-term, because right now we are under the peg and we should literally see the protocol growing step by step before having again the opportunity to also try to speculate into the short term using share or Nacho Finance. Guys, let me know what do you think about it, and remember, if you like this kind of content, the best way to sustain me is always leaving a big thumbs up, drop a comment, and I will see you tomorrow with another video. Bye guys.